Welcome everyone, my name is Brendan Snyder. Thank you for joining me. This is New Music Finds, episode number 5. It's where I collect together all the new music that I've purchased in the past week and present it here for you guys from places like record stores, online retailers, Amazon, eBay, and more. I've got 18 CDs to show you guys today and then actually one magazine at the end. Music related, of course, but before we go any further, if you're new to my channel and you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please click the button. Also leave a comment, hit like, all those things help support my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to ask you guys to do one additional thing. If you like this video or you know someone that would, please share it, help get the word out about my channel. I would greatly appreciate that as well. And as I always say, by subscribing, you'll be able to stay up to date on all that's going on in the world of music. Just like this, New Music Finds, episode number 5. Kicking things off, we are going to take a quick look at the new releases that just came out on this past Friday, March 19th. So Ringo Starr had a new one come out, an EP that was recorded in lockdown. It's got 5 tracks on here. I did a separate review for this and I'll put a link to it in the description below. Cornell, Soundgarden frontman or former frontman, unfortunately he has passed away, has released No One Sings Like You Anymore. It is a covers album that he recorded back in 2016 prior to his death. And so this is not something that was fleshed out by the record label or producers or whatever. It was recorded by him, selected by him, and put together. It just didn't get released because he had passed away. So that is finally being released now. This is the CD edition. Digitally, it had dropped back in November, early December. I did a separate review on that as well. And again, I'll put that in the description link below. Saxon, former, or well, not former, I guess they're still new wave of British heavy metal, but got their start there certainly. This is a covers album, Inspirations. They do some interesting covers on here. They've got, of course, they've got some Deep Purple on here. They've got Thin Lizzy. They got a Survivor song, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stones. So pretty cool stuff on here. This is supposed to tide us all over until the new album comes out, which Biff Byford has said isn't going to be until March of 2022. So we got a ways to wait. Enjoy that while you can. All right, Andrew Ferris, NXS members, put out a solo album. This here is a little different. Still the song structuring is like NXS, but the sound adds some fiddle and other things to what I'd give this a call as sort of like NXS done country style. It's a little different. Check it out if you're interested in them. It's a good listen, but it is a little different. Same thing with this one here. Paul Stanley, Soul Station, of course, the Kiss frontman, but this is an R&B and soul album. He does write 5 original songs himself for this and then mixes it in with a bunch of classics, a bunch of standards. Very different than Kiss, but it's got Paul Stanley's voice. And, you know, as a Kiss fan, definitely worth checking out for me. Now, the other thing I got was a reissue of Black Crowes Shake Your Money Maker 30th Anniversary Edition. This is a CD, deluxe edition here, 3-disc. Comes with what is on the standard 2-disc edition, which I did want to have a copy of this, so I picked this up as well. So it has the album itself remastered, and then it's got the B-sides, the outtakes, and all of that. But this one here comes with a live disc back from 1990 Homecoming concert, and then it's got some bonus memorabilia stuff, a patch, some flyers, and tour passes and things included in this. I haven't opened it yet because I plan on doing that for an unboxing. All right, so now jumping into the stuff that I would say is, you know, that I searched out for, that sort of stuff. And I've got a bunch of that here, and we're going to kick this off with an eBay find, Jackson Highway. This band here originally came out on Capitol Records. Not much to say about the guys. I don't know that they went on and did much of anything else. But this was a reissue in 2014. Well done, in my opinion. What drew me to this is just one, the album cover. I just liked that and thought, you know, an album cover that looks like that I should check out. But special guests that I read that were part of this: Ricky Medlock, Charlie Hargret, and Greg T. Walker, all from Blackfoot, and Duncan Cameron of the amazing Rhythm Aces. So some cool outside bigwig names from Southern rock. And I'd say, you know, if you like Blackfoot, or you like Molly Hatchet, that sort of hard rock, Southern rock style, Jackson Highway is a good one. I picked this up off eBay, so you could find one there for sure. Next thing I picked up, Michael Desbar's, someone up there likes you, 1986. This one I picked up off Amazon, still in print. Originally came out on Geffen Records back in 1986, but this one here is issued or reissued on a label that does reissues that I like called Yester Rock. They're doing some good stuff. I don't know if you'll be able to see it there. That's their logo there. But they do pretty good reissues, and like Rock Candy Records, they do good selections of ones that are rare and hard to find, kind of a thing. Other bands that Michael Desbar's has been part of: Silverhead, Detective, Checkered Past, and then even Power Station, albeit he only recorded one song with them. They never got to the point of recording a full-length album, but he was part of the band. All right, another good one. I guess former Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship, and Starship front woman Grace Slick. Solo album from 1980 called Dreams. I've had this on vinyl for years, but never, you know, picked up a copy of it. It's been out of print. It's back in print again. This came from 1980, originally issued on Sony Records. Now out on a label called Murillo Records, which is a subsidiary of Cherry Red Records. And Cherry Red Records, also really, really good reissue label. And they've done this one here. When I saw that they were the ones doing it, I immediately jumped on it, and it's got great sound quality and everything. All right, then I picked up 5 Rock Candy Records reissues. I've been on a Rock Candy Records kick for a while. You guys have known. Even did a whole separate standalone review of all my Rock Candy. Well, I did like 12 of them, but I mean, I pulled all of them out to show you guys. So here's some new ones, 5 new ones that I picked up that I took a chance on and really enjoyed. This is the Strand 1980 self-titled debut, produced by Jeff Porcaro from Toto, so very much tied to that. The musicians and people also come from that session work group, the same ones that produced the guys that went on to form Toto. These musicians came from that same sort of area. So there's definitely ties within all of that. Rick Calhoun is on vocals from the Michael Thompson Band. So yeah, if you're a fan of Toto, definitely check this out. I'd say this is a little more rock than Toto is, which I particularly liked. So yeah, this was something that I checked out and definitely dug, and so I wanted to you know, hear the whole thing. And another band that I've always liked, never owned any of their original stuff, but I had a sort of reunion album, I think from around 2004, give or take, Starr Castle. This is their second album, Fountains of Light, 1977, and I also picked up their third album, Citadel, also from 1977. I enjoyed this one so much. That same evening when I got this, I turned around and ordered this one. I'm probably going to go ahead and turn around and order the debut. It's just really, really good stuff. Both of these came from Amazon Marketplace, third-party resellers through Amazon. Could get it quicker going through them than I could ordering direct from Rock Candy, so I went ahead and did that. Both albums are produced by Roy Thomas Baker, who of course famed for having worked with Queen, and so that production level is brought to it. It's just outstanding. But what drew me to this is that it features Terry Luttrell on vocals, who's the original vocalist for REO Speedwagon on their first album in 1971. So thought that was pretty cool. Wanted to check out what he had gone on to do. There's these 2 albums here. All right, and sort of keeping on that sort of progressive rock vein, Starr Castle very close in sound to Yes. So I picked up Alpha Centauri. This debut album, 1977, only one, ordered direct off Amazon. I've got Prime shipping, so I get these things in 2 days, which is nice if they're available that way. That's how I like to do it. Definitely progressive rock in nature, as I mentioned, but also a bit of hard rock and punk rock mixed in to the sound there. The guitar and the keyboards really stand out for this band. And I'd say, imagine if Yes and Deep Purple merged as one band, what that might sound like. Alpha Centauri, I think, is that representation. All right, and another one that I don't know too much about here, not much to say about them, Bad Boy, the band that Milwaukee made famous, is the name of the album, 1977. Again, ordered that one off Amazon. Hard rock in the vein of like Aerosmith, Ted Nugent style. It's just good rock and roll kind of thing. I picked up the debut. I may pick up their second album. They made 2 albums together that are both available off of Rock Candy Records. All right, moving on. Picked up Fahrenheit, their one and only, or their debut. I mean, they did release some stuff archivally years later, but this one here on Warner Brothers Records, 1987. It's an original one. It's not the reissue from Wounded Bird, which is another really great reissue label. This one here picked up off of Marketplace. Again, a third-party reseller was selling it used, listed as very good condition. I decided to take a chance on it, and I lucked out. Booklet, disc, everything. I'd call it a like new. They listed very good, but I think it was even better. It was $30, so it was a bit pricey, but as I showed you guys in one of my vinyl collection videos, I had that on vinyl. Liked the record, just never owned it on CD. It's been a very hard find. I came across it after hunting for a while, and it was just the best deal, and decided it was time to shell out. I wasn't gonna ever find it for a better deal. But the reason why I'm picking that up, if you don't know, 2 former members of the Joe Perry Project, Charlie Farron from the second album, you can see it there behind me, I've got the rock and rolls again, and David Hall, who's on the first album, Let the Music Do the Talking, and then this one, the second album there. David Hall changes his last name to Height, David Height on this record, and thereby with Charlie Farron, David Height, they have Farron Height, and they were able to put that together. That's where the name comes from. As I mentioned when I talked about the record, I thought that was a little odd, David Hall having built up a name for himself under that last name. To change that there, I do think that hindered it, but as a gimmick at the time, kind of cool. Right, and then I went to my local Barnes & Nobles, which still sells some CDs, not very much unfortunately, but I picked up a couple things there. I picked up Elo Greatest Hits, this one here from 1979, or at least originally, and then reissued on CD. Just a good collection, all hits, no filler kind of a thing. Still has the booklet. Sometimes they cheap out on these things and you open them, there's nothing left of them, but they've kept the nice folded up booklet that it originally came with. And then Yardbird's Greatest Hits. I've never had one. I've had later albums and things, but I've never had a good hits collection, so I picked this one up here. Both of these were $4.99, so I mean, when I pick some of these things up like this that are very inexpensive, I mean, it's the same as if I were buying them used. I'm getting them brand new though. That hits collection I think originally came out in 1986. And then I mentioned that I picked up a magazine. So Rock Candy Records also does a magazine, very, very high quality. Since I had been on such a kick for buying their stuff, I thought I'd pick one of these up here. This is the February-March edition of it. It's a $15 magazine. It's a little pricey, but it's, because it's an import, but really great articles and overviews of things, and it's got all the artists that we love. Michael Shankar, Accept, Doug Aldridge, Asia, Alice Cooper, Steve Lukather, Thunder, Transatlantic, Night Ranger, Lion, Tommy Lee, Mother Love Bone, Tony Martin, there's a thing on him in here from Black Sabbath, and Raven. So I mean, just listen to that, there's no filler in any of the artists that are in that. So I occasionally pick up those magazines, and sometimes it sparks new things. It's new things that I want to hunt out and find, introduces me to something or a reissue I didn't know was out there, and or it just directs what it is that I'm going to be listening to. news. So I'm going to enjoy that read. I'm going to dig into that brand new new releases that came out this past Friday, and of course all these great back catalog type things. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please leave your comments. Let me know your thoughts. Hope everyone has a great day. Check back every Wednesday for new episodes of New Music Finds. As I said, this is episode number 5. All right, take care, have a good one, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye-bye.